You're all right, yo. We are back with another chest day. I'm not gonna lie. I usually don't do warm ups, but I think it's time to implicate some warm ups because my shoulder is gonna explode one day if I don't take my time warming up. So I try not to go really light because it doesn't really feel like a warm up. I try to go pretty much my working set. I'm like 50 pounds below my working set. So yeah, I just added two 225s on, or no, just 125 on each side. Now there's many ways to like build your chest, but I feel like I've done it all at this point. And personally for me, I'm like a tall dude. I'm like 6'1", and my arms do not match my height. I'm like a lengthy dude, so it's even worse for me like to bench press. And I also had like a really bad shoulder injury, so really taking that into account, I'm very limited in what I could do. But I found that the incline bench press is just superior to all the movements. I don't know. Once you like get it down, I think dumbbells is really good as well, but just something about like the incline Smith machine specifically that it just locks you into place. So you're basically forced to like work on your chest no matter how hard you try. Now I only did it once and then I like went up one notch and tried it again, but honestly I don't really recommend that. I think there's like a certain sweet spot that you really need to hit it at, and I think I found it. It's like it's not too high and it's not too flat. It's not too vertical, I guess. Not too vertical, not too horizontal, and it pretty much hits your entire chest. Your chest is a really basic muscle to hit, but people really overcomplicate it. Yeah, so I went up one notch, and it just felt so awkward. Like, I didn't even want to do it. It felt like I was just going to blow my shoulder blades out of my sockets. But, we're hitting incline dumbbells here, and these hit a different stretch that nothing like the bar, a simple bench press, or like Smith machine can do. But the Smith machine is like, it's sufficient enough like to hit your entire chest. So if you prefer dumbbells because of your shoulders maybe, or to get that really good stretch, I recommend doing both. And what I'm doing right here is stretching my shoulders out, because I find that mobility and just being able to like stretch your entire chest to like its full potential, because if you're not stretching your muscle, it's not going to be able to build as much. I like to think about it like the more I stretch my muscle, the more like space I have to build. These were one of the machines that I also tried. It was not my, I don't know, people like this and it just never works for me. I think if it like converged at the top like a chest fly, I guess, then it would be good, but it just doesn't close together, and I just don't like that. So we moved on to this. I was honestly just waiting for this to open up. The chest flies, man, it's literally it's all you really need, to be honest. Just chest flies to build a good chest. There's like so many ways to do chest flies, so when I incline, I'm really looking for like strength specifically. But when I'm doing chest flies, I'm looking for that deep stretch and contraction. So I'm not really going crazy heavy, but I'm doing it heavy enough where I can really push myself and squeeze out maximum potential this day. Yeah, as you can see, I'm going crazy. I'm like, I was so exhausted that day. It felt pretty good leaving the gym, no lie. Getting the stretch is really easy, I feel like, for most people. But for me, getting that contraction is really key. I nearly got a cramp, like trying to or perfecting this. You're gonna see me like touch my chest, like it feels like it's really gonna cramp up on me. I've never like had that like happen before, specifically on my chest. There's so many places where I've gotten cramps, but not my chest. That's like, it's very weird. I usually like to stick to 4 total sets on chest day. So 2 sets on bench press and 2 sets on chest flies. And each time you don't want to count the working sets. I don't really count the the warm ups. I don't really count the warm ups. Those are not really, you're not pushing yourself to the limit. Each set, you want to take it as far as you can go, because that's when you're really gonna build muscle. You want to keep trying to build strength, but also like don't lose flexibility. Man, I can't speak right now, but I try to hit at least 10 on the first set, and I know if I work the muscle if I can't hit 10 on the second set. We're gonna move on to tricep extensions though. I'm gonna do this single arm, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been getting way better at this. Triceps really require a lot of like core strength if you really want to make them effective, and also doing them one arm at a time. It just doesn't feel right. Just doing 2 hands. Although I won't like disagree with like doing 2 hands is really good. Like there is something that you get from doing 2 hands that you don't get from one, and there's also things that you get from doing with 1 hand that you don't get with 2. So I do implicate both in, and I'm really trying to focus on that muscle because it's really not a big one, so it doesn't require much. And I'm going crazy with it. So for triceps though, you also gotta really put it in a lengthen and shorten position. I find that you get a different stretch when you do this, and it works on different parts of the tricep, which I didn't know like it could do. I honestly thought that if you do one tricep exercise, you can work on the entire tricep, but that is not true. I think if you do one tricep exercise, for the most part, you would probably hit all the heads. But if you really want to work the entire tricep to the maximum potential, you have to hit it in certain positions that you can't get in other machines. So I personally like using cables though, because they're really good on your elbows long term. If you're doing dips, I feel like you really get an insane, like, intense workout. But it really puts a strain on your elbows, and I kind of want these guys for a long time. So we're going to move on to the this bar. I'm not going to lie, for a long time, I didn't do this right. But I finally figured it out, and we're going to go extremely heavy on this. I didn't expect to do this much. I think I ended up lowering it here a bit, but I only ended up lowering it like 10 pounds, really. So, unfortunately, I ran out of space on my phone. I'm going to have to buy more storage so I can keep, like, doing this. I personally don't mind because I love doing this. It's kind of fun. But yeah, I didn't record it, and I ended up doing like another drop set, I'm pretty sure. After this though, we're gonna check out the pump. I'm pretty happy with my progress. I feel like if you really compare yourself to everyone, you're really gonna feel behind. So really go at your own pace. It really took me years to get to this point. I've been working out since I could remember. I just love working out. I've always liked the feeling that you get and just the progress. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, people have been staring questionably at me. So I think I might enter a competition soon. I don't know yet. I don't know because there's so much I don't know, and yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I might lose, but I appreciate you guys watching, and see you next time.